Kevin, congratulations. A great way to see out 2024. How do you feel?
Yeah, delighted, obviously, with the result and the performance as well, because I thought we played ever so well and looked like us, from what we've been like and what we know us to be.
No, I know you're not one of the favourites. Did you have a favourite goal out of the four that was scored?
No, I don't. Listen, I think it's nice to get four. Maybe we could have had one or two more, but the second half, just a bit of quality in the final third, and it was quite bobbly down that end that sometimes it wouldn't sit. The second one was important, I think, just before half time, because obviously 1-0 different to 2-0, and it gives them a bit of hope, but maybe it took the stuffing out a little bit. And the quality of the goal as well was good. I think all of them were good goals, I've got to say.
You can see how much it meant to Bim as well, and getting that second one as well, put him up to about 10 goals for the season across all competitions.
Yeah, really pleased. I think, especially the finish of the second, just watching it back there, and I know it's the thing with the shooting and that. Gussie's had 3 or 4 people in front of him, and we work on sustaining pressure in the final third, and we haven't always been great, in all honesty, but that extra pass and taking the shot at the right time is the most important thing. And Bim's finished it ever so well, and obviously got his second, from a great ball from Charlie, and being between the posts, which is important. Love to leave him on to get a hat trick maybe, but we've got subs there for a reason, and we wanted to use them, and pleased with them all.
I mean, when you talk to the players, well, in the pre-match presses, they talk about how they do the patterns on the field, they memorise them, and then for them to see them when it comes off like that, they must be so happy seeing that in the dressing room.
Yeah, it is. And listen, we haven't scored enough goals. I think that's pretty obvious, but we work on stuff, and to see it play out is really nice. And as you say, then we probably maybe could have had 1 or 2. The keeper's made some great saves, I've got to say as well. And so pleased with when you see things play out and work out how you want. It's not always the case because opposition come and play as well.
We saw James Golding coming in, his first National League star. What did you make of him at the back today?
Yeah, really pleased. Gave us that composure on the ball, to make us play at the right times, which we've been missing a little bit. And also Charlie with his first start gave us that energy up the top and pressing and closing down. And I think the two of them done ever so well for their first starts.
Yeah, it was really nice to see Charlie when he went off, going off on that far side and really taking the fan base in. Yeah,
we wanted him to get a goal as well. So, but pleased with him in terms of his work rate and effort. We wanted him to score. He's got an assist, and I think he might have had one first half. I think he's got in, just been held back. That if he can get his body in and get the ball, but 1 or 2 opportunities. But you can see, coming on like that on last Saturday, that what he can bring as well. So we think he's done well and adds to what we got.
You said before today in the team news, you said you wanted the team to play with no fear, and I think you saw that pretty much today. Yeah,
I think so. And listen, I think people just look at Ebbsfleet's position and think we should walk over them. That's certainly not the case. Credit to Josh and Kers that they had them set up, and the goals we got were at important times. And they'll be, once they get going and get into them, they'll get them way more difficult to beat. And you can see there's moments in games that there'll be a threat, and so it was never going to be easy. They're well organised, but it was nice to see us, back to ourselves with Cav, Noor, Ollie, Coker in midfield. I thought they were all outstanding.
I had a little look back. I think this is the biggest league win for Southend in about a year, the 5-0 win over Solihull Moors. So what does it say about this team when you've got pretty much everybody available to you?
Yeah, I think we're still a work in progress because, there's been a lot of change, and there's a lot of change behind the scenes that people probably don't see. And, there's a new way of working at times with certain things. And but it felt more like us today, and I think the engine room in midfield was probably a big highlight of that. But 3 points on the board and clean sheet, which is really pleasing. So we move on and got to put it to bed and go build on it.